Good day once again. And this is a PSA from me to you, young folks, who are continuously putting yourself on Front Street, who is continuously jumping out of goddamn planes with no fucking parachutes on, who obviously is not using their own brains, who obviously are committing themselves to these crazy situations without obviously weighing pros and cons. One like you're broke. So bail money is not even a joke, or rather a thought, because it will be a joke. You'll be, so obviously you motherfuckers gonna be sitting up on Rikers Island or these other county spots. And if you ain't been smart enough to stash money amongst trusted people, because if you ain't gonna make bail, and you know everybody you know don't own jack of shit, so that means what? You're gonna be laying up. So while you laying up in these counties, at least you know you can go to commissary and maybe get yourself a lawyer. Nah, that's not even a thought. Nah, that's not even a thought because you ain't saved that type of money. The money you done saved maybe can get you a consultant fee. You got a little bit of hey, what do you mean? Time the fuck out. You mean I gotta pay you just to how much I got? Nah, fuck that. Nah, I ain't got that type of money. I'm just gonna have to lay up on these county spots. But at least you know you go to commissary. You did shit. Or you can start weighing your pros and cons and start asking yourself righteous questions like one great one is it worth it? Would it be worth it? The consequences, that is. Would it be worth it? Me investing my life? Because in reality, you will be investing years, regardless of what you think. And imagine every time they call search, you got to strip butt ass naked. Imagine that. Take all your clothes off. You stand like you came into this goddamn world. Then you turn your ass around and introduce both of your goddamn grippers to each side of your motherfucking butt cheeks and spread them apart like the red goddamn sea. Then cough. Ain't that a bitch? So, who really want to go through that? Life do not come with instructions. Addiction don't come with instructions. Stupidity don't come with instructions. So just imagine, everybody we socialize with is more or less in the same fucked up position we're in. So we all come together. No one has a solid plan far as righteously. But for some goddamn reason, we all know some crooked shit. You know what I'm saying? Nobody studies the place. Nah, they got it. Let's go up in there. You motherfuckers don't know how to shoot a gun. I mean, really shoot a gun. Hit targets that you're going for and no innocent people at all. You motherfuckers indiscriminately pulling out. You ain't got a problem with no kids, no elderly, and you say you real, man. I mean, I'm not promoting shit, man, but let me tell you something, man. When I was in the game, man, when motherfuckers got hit, niggas got up on them. They got up on these people, so no innocent people is involved. They're not shooting. They're not standing on the roof of a fucking project, shooting down at a corner at them. Man, what? I mean, innocent people lives and you don't risk it, man. There's nothing real about that. But you're not weighing pros and cons. You're not thinking about the laters. You're not thinking about consequences for your goddamn actions. And there are consequences for your goddamn actions. They may not come today, may not even come tomorrow, but eventually, it'll come knocking on your goddamn doors. And you better be ready for it. You better be ready for it. No tears. No tears. Because you didn't give a fuck about tears coming from the people you were violating. So forget about it. Nobody give a fuck about you crying. You have an opportunity to say, I'm not going to be like my father. I am not going to be like my whatever. I'm not going in that type of hell direction. I'm not. I'm going to go to school. And I'm going there for one reason, and that's to learn. I'm not going for my girlfriend, my boyfriend, my this, my that. No. I'm not going to hang out. I'm going to learn. And I'm not going to believe what the teacher says. I'm going to research this shit to show them so I can prove the information they're saying is correcto. Do not allow anyone to tell you something and you accept it as truth. No. No. Research it to prove it. It's the truth. But you're not allowing yourselves an opportunity. Young folks, you got a goddamn long life to live. And some of you are just throwing it away. You're throwing, here, take my goddamn life. None of you are thinking, man. Man, I don't get it. In the so-called people, I don't get it. You know, I'm talking to the older folks, man. You know, folks that are respected. I don't get it, man. I mean, imagine, I remember I was in 94, I was in HDM, and when I was hearing about these gangs, and I said to somebody, I said, imagine, I said, maybe this is what our peoples need. I thought it was a righteous, I was just for some reason thinking a righteous wave. And imagine if that was the case. And organizations just coming together, man. You know, taking the communities back, investing in, controlling the economy in the communities, investing in the righteous cause, giving these young folks a better option. They don't see how it used to be when we had the businesses and we controlled the economy. It was the movement, man, when the community took interest in the young folks. Today, no, I don't get it. You people, you invite children into this world, but then you neglecting your responsibility as a so-called guider. So fucking sad. So fucking sad. So children get caught up in this nastiness because no one is there to guide them right. So if you do not know, can you technically be held responsible for a warped action? If no one said, yo, man, don't do that. You take it because a person is of a certain age, 14, 13, in that age bracket, you automatically say to yourself, you know better because you this age. You assume they should know better. But in reality, what about if they don't? Then what? How you gonna prove they don't? How you gonna prove they do? Because you say, come on now, let's call a ball and strike a motherfucking strike, man. It's just growing up for me was fucked up. I'm gonna be real for you. My shit was all fucked up. Anything that I learned it through my own through my journeys in life. Young folks is very important to me. I take interest in these young folks like no one took interest in me. And when no one takes interest in your unguided young mind, so many errors will be made. But if someone tells you, don't go there, and I'm going to tell you why I don't go there. Some ain't going to believe shit stay, but some will be like, I'm not going over there. Because I believe what you said. I use my history. I've invested, like, I kid you, like close to 2 decades in prison. drug addiction. None of that shit came with instructions, man. None of it. But what I do, hopefully I can be in a position where I can continuously tell kids, nah, that's not for you. Two things happen, man, in the streets. Prison, death. Like an addiction. Like an addiction. Nobody believes, regardless of how many you see die. No one says, you know what? Nah, man, I'm tired. I'm so tired of being so tired. That's crazy. When you can't even enjoy your own community. Poor people hating on poor people. No one says, you know what? Let's all put our poor minds together and come up with hopefully a stronger a solution, a stronger answer. Young folks, man, think for yourself, man. Stop allowing people to stick their hand up in your ass and control your talk like a ventriloquist. Nothing more than a dummy. You end up in these situations, got no money, nobody accepting your goddamn cause, you're not going to goddamn commissary. You feel like goddamn shit. Now what? You hating on motherfuckers that's going to commissary. Now, if you ain't getting robbed, then you may be doing the robbing, or you just laying in the cut like Khalif the motherfucking money. But I tell you, it ain't about shit. I remember upstate, and we had this conversation. The conversation was, I would rather, we said, I would rather, it was said rather, I won't take credit for it, because I'm not sure. But I do remember the saying, I would rather be in the street broke than in prison with money. I am financially embarrassed. And I always go back to that little statement. And I said, God damn, I didn't know it was going to be that hard. But I still would rather be out here broke. Regardless to whom or what. Even broke, you can still do more out here than in jail with money. Remember that. This is 2020, man. Let's bring about a change for the better. Because I think I recorded this, but I don't want to expound on what I'm referring to. Because if I do, it would keep going, and I don't want to do that right now. So, from me to you, I pray this is a righteous year for you and the ones you love, a righteous year, a year to expand, a year to stay so real to yourself. First and foremost, learn the importance of respect. Respecting you as a man, as a woman, as a prince, as a princess, as a king, as a queen. You know, just because you don't say this is what you are and you don't represent that. If you are, see, you gotta, see, I remember this, I told this little girl, I said, how you doing, princess? And every young woman to me is a princess, unless you're married. If you're married, then you're a queen, a king. And I remember every young princess I said, how they doing, princess, that always brought a smile. But for this little girl, on that day, when I say, how you doing, princess? She looked at me, she said, I ain't no princess. And the young little girl, when she said it like that, I swear I looked at her mother. And in my mind, I said, I know why you feel that way, princess. Because the mother looked at so fucking miserable. Dumb bitch. Looked at miserable. You got that little baby, maybe no more than 3, 4, 5, maybe. And to tell me like that, I ain't no princess. I was like, oh shit. That was the first time. See, that's why I would remember that. It's like the first time you had sex. Sex, that first time you will never forget. Certain things of importance like that, I would remember that. Because that was the first time I've ever had someone tell me that. Especially so young. And the way she said it. Like she was angry. Little child, angry. I ain't no princess. Even though she knew she was. Importance that we as adults. I know I be going on. I see the time. I know people don't want to sit. It's just too much time. I do understand. But I do say this with all honesty. As a straight up motherfucker. As a man of his word. As a loyal man. I pray once again that everyone does righteous, real righteous. If you say you believe in this God, please don't just let that be a lie. Because when you say you believe in God, it's a righteous being. You're talking righteous, love and understanding and respect. That's what you're talking. You're right? But when your character contradicts what you're saying, then who you lie to? Me or you? You know, because there's just no goddamn way. There's so many righteous people in the world, and the world is in this condition, in this shape. There's no fucking way you say you believe in God and you're biased towards the very folk that made mankind possible. Yeah, I'm talking about black people. Regardless of all the lies. See, it's sad how many of you still bow down to lies. Please allow yourself an opportunity to also use them, to use in your own brain. Until the next time, stay focused and travel safe. Stay focused, get woke. If you're not woke, please find a way to get woke and stay woke.